No, it's a pleasure, obviously, to be here at Western Kentucky, coming from Boise State. The opportunity Mike Sanford gave me to be able to coordinate my first offense, I couldn't turn it down. And obviously, being with Mike in 2014 at Boise State, we had a great year. It was fun working for him, and I couldn't be more happy to be where I'm at right now.
Have you had a chance to look at Western's offense from last year?
We ran through personnel a little bit, but this last week we've been just trying to hammer in on recruiting, where we're all going. Like, shoot, I just walked out of a meeting right now, and it was we're planning our trips and our visits and who we want to go see. But this offense, what are they, the highest scoring offense in the country last year? So we got some big shoes to fill, and we're ready for it. We got a quarterback. That's where we start at. We got some good depth at wide receiver, so we're excited to work with them. And but we back-to-back 10-win seasons. We know what we're getting into. We're excited about it. We're accepting the challenge, and that staff and that offensive staff that Mike put together, I like who we got in that room. And there's a lot of good, great minds. Spurrier. Mike Sanford Sr., Jeff Dart, who's awesome, great offensive mind, Ryan McHaffey, tight ends coach. We got some good offensive minds in there, and I'm excited to work with them.
What do you like about it?
Excuse me?
What do you like about them?
That group in there, they have the experience, and we all get along. I know we're all going through the honeymoon period, as we like to call it, but no, we're all getting along. It's we've got a good dialogue in there. Like I said, it's good, great minds. And you can tell that when you get in the room, the continuity and the guys in there, everybody's talking, everyone's getting along, everyone's got good ideas. We were able to evaluate the recruits, for example, or even evaluate the guys that we have on the team right now, the offensive personnel. And you can tell those guys are good evaluators. Their eyes are right, and that's the first step.
See your offense being more of a Boise State system? It's going to take elements from everybody?
Well, with the background, we're going to start with the Boise State system. Mike being at Notre Dame, being at Stanford, myself being at Eastern Washington prior to Boise State. We're going to try to melt those systems together.
Being at Eastern Washington and being at Boise programs, really good traditions. What do you want to take if you learn from those programs and apply that here at Western Kentucky?
Both those places I was able to learn different things. Being with Bo Baldwin at Eastern Washington, he made it easy. We took the easy, whatever the defense gave us. Quick game, pass game was really good. I love that part of it. We put guys in the right position to make plays, to put them towards their strengths. With Brian Harsin at Boise State, that offense is fun to play in and fun to coach in. I never forget him saying it's like Legos. We kind of want to piece it up and put it together and build it. And it's high flying. We do lean on the run game a little bit. We want to be physical up front and run the football and establish the run. We want to be able to take our shots vertically down the field. And most importantly, just executing plays and winning each play.
Whenever Willie Tiger came here so years ago, when Mike was on that staff, Willie would mention that he wanted Western Kentucky to become the Boise State of the South. Now that you've been in that program, you're coming to this one. Did you see some similar elements between those two programs?
When I saw their bowl game, it reminded me of Boise State. It did, but we're not trying to be Boise State. We want to be Western Kentucky, and we want to take elements and some of the good things that we did from Boise State and implement it here. But at the end of the day, we're going to be Western Kentucky.
The offense for Western over the last few years has been nothing short of exceptional. Do you feel like you can bring an offense similar to that to the Hill, where fans are expecting a lot of points to be scored?
Oh, I hope so. But we accept that challenge. That's what I want. I want to be able. At Boise, or at Eastern Washington, we're averaging dang near 40 points a game. 50 points. I think they had some games here over 50 points. Like I said, that's tough to fill. But no, we accept that challenge. We're going to try to put as many points up on the board as we can. But at the end of the day, we just want to win ball games.
What do you like about coaching wide receivers?
I played it, and I'm one of them. I go to sleep as one, I wake up as one, and I walk around as one. Just that mindset, all the personalities you do have in that room. And like I said, I am one. And it's not about just coaching wide receivers. I think it's about just coaching a unit and coaching a room, and being in a room of 18 to 22-year-olds at a point in their life to where you can help them develop and grow. I think is the part that we like the most.
You eager to prove yourself at all as your first offensive coordinator job?
Yes, most definitely. I mean, I know these opportunities don't come very often, and I'm very fortunate enough to have this opportunity, and and to accept that challenge, like I keep saying, and do prove myself. But I just want to win ball games. It's not just me in that. As a play caller, and building concepts or building a game plan, it's not just about me. It's about those guys that are in that room too, helping me put together the game plan. And I think everybody in that room will say the same thing. We're in this thing together.
What do you like about having coaches like Mike and Mike's dad and Steve, that are guys that have been in the business a long time, have called offense to the board, kind of be sounding boards for you to bounce ideas off of?
Well, I can lean on those guys, and they have a wealth of experience. They coach in a lot of big games. They've called plays in a lot of big games. And it goes back to, like I said, there's a lot of ideas that they have that I can steal from them. And I think we have a lot to bring as we all come together and putting this offense together, that we can make it something special.
Anything else, Coach? Mike?
Yeah, Junior, test your memory.
Uh-oh. I don't know if you want to do that.
It's about Mike.
Okay.
When was absolutely the first time that you thought this guy is not only going to be a head coach, but he's going to be a really good head coach?
So, I was in Montana, and Brian Harsin called me, texted me, and said, "Hey, I want you to talk to Mike Sanford, who's going to be the offensive coordinator at Boise State." And he was on his way at the time to the Rose Bowl game with Stanford, and we talked for probably 30 minutes. At his first impression, and the conversation we had and how smooth it went and it flowed, and we were saying that we were talking the same language and saying the same things. I knew that he had something special. And then, when we all arrived at Boise, and we sat in those meeting rooms, and you could see Mike's a fast thinker. He thinks forward. He's very bright, obviously, and when those guys walk in a room, you know who they are. And spending that year with Mike, Mike and I were able to game plan every single week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday together. Just Mike and I in that room, locked up in the offensive staff room from 7:30 in the morning till, midnight sometimes. And to be able to get along, not only to be able to have a relationship as a co-workers, but to have a friendship. And I think it goes further than football with Mike and I. And he's very special. Was he 34, I think it is? He was 31 when he got his first OC job. And the year that we put together there was something special that will never be forgotten.
Anything else, Coach? Coach, thank you.
Good.